Hello, this is Andrea Corella, licensed professional counselor and relationship consultant on True Potential TV, where we can nurture relationships, transform lives, and enhance your well-being. Today, we have a very important question from Kay. And Kay writes, I have been in my current relationship for over 6 months, and when I tell him how I feel about certain things that he does that hurt my feelings, he tells me I'm making a big deal out of nothing. It is difficult for me to set boundaries with people, including my partner, my boss, and even family members, because I'm shy and mildly anxious, and I hate conflict. Can you give me some tips that can help me speak up for myself so that I have some self-respect while not disrespecting others? Absolutely, Kay. There is a way that you can both have self-respect while also respecting others. It is called assertiveness. In order to understand assertiveness, let's first sort through some of the different common tactics that people use that do not allow us to have healthy relationships or communicate and express ourselves in a respectful manner to ourselves and to others. The first is being aggressive. You probably have experienced this or seen somebody that shout, complain, blame, criticize, put down, and use this intimidating, hostile behavior to get their way. Famous author Dale Carnegie, in his book How to Win Friends and Influence People, writes, "If you want to gather honey, don't kick over the beehive." The second is being actively passive. This is when somebody acts helpless, the victim, doesn't communicate directly what they're really upset about. Sometimes the reason why we are either aggressive or actively passive is because we don't know the skills or have the self-esteem or decisiveness to be able to use them. By learning and using the following skills so that you can start getting clear about what you want and need and start taking action in your life. 1. State the facts. Leave all perceptions, interpretations, and judgments behind and stick to the factual information of what your partner said or did. 2. Assert yourself. Ask for what you want or say no clearly. Remember, the other person is not a mind reader, and they are not going to know exactly what you want or need unless you clearly communicate it to them. 3. Stay focused. Remember, maintain your position and stay focused on your objective. Don't get sidetracked or distracted. 4. Look assertive. Keep in mind, if you want to be assertive, you have to look assertive. To be competent and confident, you have to use a tone of voice and body gestures that communicate that you are assertive. Remember, you don't have to threaten or attack somebody else or even be indirect about expressing yourself. These are just really ineffective strategies that spin the conversation way out of control. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever been in a situation where you needed to assert yourself in your relationship? How did you successfully do it? Please share your tips and suggestions with us. As always, the best stuff always happens after the episode over at truepotentialcounseling.com. So go over there and leave a comment now. Did you like this video? If so, subscribe and share it with your friends. If you want even more great resources to transform your life and create a relationship that you love with your partner, come visit me at truepotentialcounseling.com to sign up for the email newsletter to get automatic updates. Thank you so much, and we will catch you next time on True Potential TV.